Nearly 200 years ago, 9 knights founded our order to protect pilgrims on the road to Jerusalem.
The Knights Templar were a band of warrior monks formed shortly after the Christians had retaken Jerusalem in 1091. And pilgrims were going from all over Europe to Jerusalem, a long, arduous journey, and when they arrived in the Holy Land, many of them were actually kind of attacked in the desert, going towards Jerusalem.
One of the ways the Knights Templar protected those pilgrims was by creating what we now know of as the modern banking system. In Europe, you would give your money to the Templars would give you a little check you're not going to get robbed for, no one really knew what it was, and then when you get to the Holy Land, you give them the check, they give you money.
These men gave up everything, all their wealth. Although the organization was rich, these men carried no money. The money they received was immediately put into funding the castles, the routes to the Holy Lands, and also to give to the poor. They lived a very, very austere life, so it was not attractive to everybody, which means it's even more incredible that they ended up so powerful with so many recruits and so much support, because it was not an easy life.
I have broken and I continue to break my vows as a Templar.
There's something called the Templar Rule, which was created by a guy named Bernard of Clairvaux. He was a Benedictine monk. So a lot of the rules are very similar to what you'd find in a monastery. They have to be celibate. They're not supposed to own any valuables. They can only carry a very small amount of money. I mean, these are sort of what we're supposed to make them disciplined and hardened warriors, and for the most part it worked. They were the most powerful, most fearsome warriors of the Crusades.
Attack!
They became easily the most feared fighting force of all the Crusaders. Their commitment, their training, their refusal to retreat. As time goes on, the Crusades are lost, and the Templars, after 1291, although they don't quite know it yet, are sort of left without a function.
So it's an incredible story, a 200-year history from 9 knights to thousands, from the heights of power to the absolute depths of tragedy.